Welcome back to the gun dungeon, guys. Got the little 40 2.0 M2.0 Smith & Wesson Shield here. Now, this is a single stack, of course. They don't make the plus in the 40 cal. Wish they did. Probably not ever going to happen. Does come with 3 mags, one of which is a flush fit 6-rounder. And then you get these 2 extended 7-round mags with the flush fit in there. It is definitely a 2-finger gun. Pinky is not going to catch there, but with your extended mag and your extra round, you get a full grip. Well, I have big hands. It looks smaller than it is, but it is what I would consider a full grip and the extra round. So typically what I do is I'll carry the flush fit mag and then put the extended mag in my pocket, or however I'm gonna carry my spare mag. I brought the box out. I don't even know why I brought this box out. There's absolutely nothing in it. It's a cardboard box. You got some paperwork, a goofy ass lock that they put in there for no reason that everybody throws away, wasted money. That's about it. There's really nothing in this box. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with saving money on fancy boxes and stuff like that I'm just going to stack in the closet anyways and let the price reflect in the gun purchase itself. I'm okay with that. So just to let it be known, I haven't cleaned this thing. I haven't lubricated it. Straight out of the box. No malfunctions. I have no idea how many rounds I've ran. I've ran several mags through it. Mostly I'm shooting just some of this 180 grain flat nose ball ammo. It was just some cheap bulk stuff I bought, nothing fancy. I have ran some 165 grain HSTs through it. No problems there. That's what I plan on carrying in this little gun. Now, one of the reasons that I went with this gun and recently picked it up is because I'm switching to appendix carry. Having lost a little bit of weight, my carry out at where I normally carry about 3:30, 4 o'clock, starting to print a little bit worse since I don't have the big love handle to hang over and kind of hide it as much anymore. Starting to print quite a bit, so I decided to switch to appendix carry. I'm still getting used to it, but every little bit matters for me right now, because like I said, I'm still getting accustomed to it on the width here. And I have a Shield Plus in 30 Super Carry, and it carried fine when I tried it, but I knew that there was the standard Shield that was a little bit thinner, and I can tell a difference carrying for me an appendix, which of course I'm not accustomed to it yet, so I'm a little bit more sensitive to things like that. I'm sure that is an adaptation issue more so than anything, since I've not been doing it long. And I'm sure if you've carried appendix for a long time, you're not going to have an issue with the Shield Plus. It's a pretty small gun. But I went with this. I like 40 cal. It was thinner and it fits great in the appendix for me. This one does have the factory night sights. They're pretty decent sights for factory sights. It is not OSP or optics ready, whatever their terminology is for it. It's just straight slide. But the sights seem to be okay. The orange dot isn't super bright, as you can see, but it is an orange dot. Took me a little bit to get used to the point of aim. I'm typically used to like a Glock 6 o'clock hold. This one is dead on hold. Put the dot where you want the bullet to go and you'll do better. Don't even look at the top of the sight for me. Line up the top of the sight with the rear, and then after that, it's all the dot. That's where I hit with this one anyways. It may be different on yours, but this one was definitely a true dead on bullseye hold. Like I said, no malfunctions with this little sucker. The 2.0s have really good triggers right straight out of the box. It has been getting better since I took it out of the box. I can tell that for sure. It's definitely better. It's still an M&p trigger. I'm not a super big fan of M&p triggers, but it's better than any of the first gen ones. There's your reset. Kind of get like a double click there, like a false reset. And then not much take up, a little springy, a little spongy. Maybe you can hear that false reset. Right there, and then there's the reset. So hopefully you can hear that false reset there. There's definitely 2 clicks and I can feel them as well. So like I said, it's a very usable trigger for what you're using this gun for. You're not going to be taking target shots and trying to get accuracy MOA with this thing for sure. It shoots well. I mean, like I said, it took a little bit getting used to point aim, but it shoots very, very well. No accessory rail. The stippling on the 2.0s that's really, really good in my opinion. It's not too aggressive, but it is aggressive enough to get a good purchase on, so I like that. I don't even think I've taken this thing down yet. Let's go ahead and let's take it down, field strip it how you would, and let's see the dirt and that good old factory orange. Yeah, that factory orange junk that Smith puts in there. I don't know if it's paint, lube, maybe a mixture of both, but it's all over everything. I'm definitely gonna have to clean this sucker. It is nasty looking, but like I said, ran great, no malfunctions, super easy to take apart. Thank Glock for that. Glock has revolutionized in the 80s and then ain't done shit since, but a lot of guns copy the kind of takedown, striker fire type stuff, and this is one of them. But again, no safety model. I don't like thumb safeties on my carry guns. Look at that. Look at that. I don't like safeties on my carry guns. It's just something else that I would have to think about, something else I would have to do, more mechanics, and in a high stress situation, I don't trust myself to be able to do all those things. I want to be able to just draw, point, fire. And that's the way that I train a lot. Really the only guns that I shoot that have safeties are like my USPSA guns. And the only reason for that is you're standing there at the stage, you're thinking about what you're going to do. As soon as the buzzer goes off, it's already in your head, safety, safety, safety. It's not going to be like that if you're in a life or death situation. You're not going to have that them few minutes or seconds beforehand to think about your mechanics. And the reason I carry those with a safety is because I want a really, really light trigger for USPSA because it's competition. Every advantage I can get because I need them. I shoot not great. So, but anyways, yeah, this little sucker it's light, it's thin, almost too thin, almost to the point of too thin as far as shootability, but for carry, that makes it excellent. And I know a lot of people that are watching this because it's a 40 are going to be asking yourself, or asking me, how is the recoil compared to 9mm? Well, I don't have this exact gun in 9mm, but I have a lot of guns very similar to it. And there is a difference in the recoil. Of course, there's going to be a difference in the recoil. 40 Smith & Wesson is more powerful. Now, whether you agree or disagree that that amount of more powerful is worth it, is relevant at all, that's a whole different statement, but there isn't any denying that 40 is more powerful than 9. Hence, you will have a little bit more recoil. But I don't really notice it a whole lot. Double taps, I did some of those. They're a little bit slower between shots, but really this gun is really controllable for a small 40. It's really controllable. It's not jumping out of my hand. The sights aren't tracking way off target. I like it. It shoots well. One of the only disadvantages that I don't like is the 1 round less capacity over a standard M2.0 or even the first model Shield. The Shield 9mm will have a 7 round flush fit and 8 round extended mags. So you're giving up 1 round of capacity in each of the mags for a little bit more horsepower. Whether that's worth it to you, that's up to you. I like 40, I just do, and that's what I went with in this one. Plus, you can get 40s these days for nearly nothing. I don't really have a whole lot else to say about this thing. The shields have been out for a long time, so you have a lot of aftermarket support. I know you can get 357 SIG barrels for these things, use the same magazines. Holster options are pretty well unlimited. You've got every option you can think of for holsters. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. And I want to say I picked this up for like 400 bucks or something, maybe even less than that. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but just go to Bud's Gun Shop, take a look at them. That's where I got this one, and this is the night sight model, so just take a look at them yourself. But they're pretty cheap for what they are. I really like them. I think they're a great value for what you're getting here. But I just wanted to bring it out, shoot it a little bit, show it to you all, talk a little bit about it, and that's exactly what I've done. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you all go. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And until next time, guys, stay tuned.